Hi everyone, it's Daniela and welcome back to my channel. Today is usually when I would try to do my progress report for hashtag no paper left behind. My challenge to use an entire scrapbook collection of any kind, a pad, uh, those collections you get in the cellophane, a 6 by 6 pad, 12 by 12, whatever, to finish it in a month. But instead of progress report this week, I'm going to do the tutorial on how to make a delightful paper purse just like this one. I cut some of the things out in advance because the only part that's truly important is how to make, what is that? The actual purse. This pocketbook also, and oh, and that was the thing too. I turned it into where you can make it flat so you can ship it. So we'll do all of that if you haven't seen this before. The purse is 4.5 wide, except then we pinch it out. How big does it get then? And about 7.25 maybe. And the purse is 4 inches tall, and with the pretty handles, it's 7.5. So I'm gonna make one like this, and I'm gonna show you how and show you it's very easy. First, I want to remind everybody how this whole thing started. This is my actual purse. I love this purse. This purse is my favorite. Got it 2 Christmases ago. And do you see how it comes out just like the pocketbooks do? So I wanted to make a purse that looked like my purse. I had this brilliant idea, I thought, and I was like, oh my heck. I'm going to make a purse like this, and I'm such an innovator, and everybody's going to go, wow. So I looked up paper purses, and yep, May made it before me. So there, and I worked like a whole week to figure out how to make this paper pocketbook slash gift bag whole thing. And she did it, and it was like, okay. But the measurements and things are actually, oddly, the same. And the first part, I'm trying to get I put a little ribbon tassel on the bottom so that I could, here it is, pull out, because I also put a thin piece of, not thin chipboard. It's thicker than cardstock. Move it a little bit. There you go. So that I can fold it up for you. Fold it a little, folded. There we go. Ta-da! Now it's folded, and now it's flat, and you can mail it. That's a fun loaded bag too, right? But, you put it in, put it back down again, and now you can put it in a flat envelope and send it to whomever. That being said, that part I came up with, and like I said, the whole thing is pretty much exactly the same, but instead of keeping hers taller, she reinforced it by flipping it over, and that was fantastic. So now, to flatten out your bag nice and easy, you put a little piece of cardboard, chipboard, whatever board in there, and that's it. She also did something different. She showed a bag that's like this, but then she did something different, like a magnet closure or something. So please check her out. So here is your 12 by 12 piece of paper. Mine has the same pattern everywhere, so direction, it doesn't make a difference. You have to decide what direction your pattern is. If you have flowers on it or something and you want them in the front, you need to remember that this is going to end up being the front of your purse. and this is the back of your purse. So keep that in mind if you have flowers or something, because when we fold it, this will be in the front, so then you want your flowers to, if I folded it and looked at it, they would be horizontal. They wouldn't be sideways. They wouldn't be, you know, it will be in the middle. So how we start, it's very easy. I wrote these numbers down. They were a little different because I did not do this ½ inch in the beginning, but it's a great idea, so we're going to go with it. So the first score is at a ½ inch. Fix my glasses. I like to use this big scoring tool. Score it all the way. Why is my scoring tool going crooked? Thank you. Thank you so much. No, there's nothing on my board. Okay. Then the next one, 4 1/2. I'm also trying not to have my arms all in the way and all of that. And then 7 1/2. And we round up the end at 11 1/2, which will give us the other ½ inch to fold over. And then we turn it, one turn over, and then we score it 2 times, once at 3 3/4 and once at 8 1/4. That's it. That's all the scoring you have to do. Now, let me move my scoreboard because we do not need it anymore. So, there's only 2 cuts to make the purse also, because it's awesome. So, just to keep it cool, this was my front, this is the back, and you know it because you have your ½ inch score. I don't know if you can see the ½ inch score, but okay. So don't score that. Just score these major scores. This one, the 3 on the one side. I don't like to score paper too. It really, because I feel like it breaks it down a little bit. There we go. And now we score here. Like I said, don't worry about the ½ inch. So I like kind of just put my scoring tool over it to tighten it up, then turn it and do the other 2 folds. And this one. Awesome. Okay. Now we only make a couple of cuts. You see here where this line and this line is, we're going to cut from here to there, from here to there. I mean, I want to make you closer, but then I'm afraid that I'll get out of frame. So, plus, of course, it's only like 2 o'clock and it's dark because it's going to rain, so that's good. Anyway, so just cut, follow your score line right to the bottom, and then do it again over here. Trying to stay, I'm like, I'll hold it here. And every time it rains, my voice starts to get like that too. I was eating a candy to try to keep it from doing that. I hate that my head isn't on top of this, so I don't go too far. Flip it around, do the same thing over here. Cut. cut, cut, and one more. Cut, cut, cut. Okay, now this is the front. Nope, I'm going to use that one as the back. This is the front. Okay, what we need to do is glue this one there and this one there. That's it on both sides. What you're saying? That's bananas. I know. Took me a week to figure out how easy this measuring is, but what happened? I got beat. Yep, I did not make it to the finish line. I'm hoping to keep this bag. I'm only using this ATG because it's, you know, doesn't take any time. Otherwise, I would, of course. So you just move it in, press it down here. Now we're going to put adhesive on this leg here. Yeah, I just don't want to wait for it to dry and make this a 3-year-long video. And again, we bring it in, flatten it up, press it down, nice. It was hard to see. Press it down. You have the front. Flip it around. Now we're going to put glue on here, here, and fold this up, which is not as easy with an ATG, but I'm just going to do a little bit of that action. Why? Because it makes our lives a little bit easier. Bend it down, and this guy to it, squish, and look what I did. There we go. Use glue, don't use tape, but it's okay, everything's fine. Like I said, this is a tutorial, a demonstration. This is not going to be a big exhibit at the fair. Okay, so now we can fold these guys down. And now, I guess we should use some tape here. You don't, if you were going to use like brads for your purse handles, you can put them in and then cover them that way. So we're not doing that because this is quick. So we're just getting her done. And now we have to, do you see, we're making it into this shape. Now how would I do this if it was not a tutorial? Is I would bring the two top flaps together. Try not to also glare you with the polka dots. I was trying to get something good, and anyway, I would put a clamp, a little teeny pink one of these guys. And put one on both sides. 1 and 2. By matching the tops, not the corners, because we don't, you know. And I would leave it like this overnight. That's what I would do. But we don't have that kind of time, and we have to move on. So let's remove those. I have the, great, dropped it on the floor. I have the, here it is. This would be the, this part. like this part. But I'm not worrying about that today. What I'm worrying about is if you want to decorate your purse, you can. I just some tape on here and glue it on. It might fall off, but you'll get the point. And I will tell you this, when I'm done, I'm going to go around and use real glue, and I just keep squishing it when I can to try to keep it knowing where it's going. And this guy. And because we're going to fold it, I don't want to put the pieces on the side or anything too. So before we bother to try our, let me see if I can get a little closer. Yep. Before we put our handles on, I'm going to show you how we squish it to make it into, I mean, you see that this is it's a 4 by 3 or 4. It's a 4, it's actually, I guess, a 4 by, no, the bottom is 3, I think. Anyway, it's a 4 by whatever square, 4 by 3. So now we want to squish in the middle. I should have, which I should have done, which I normally do, is put a score line in the center. But you don't have to. And if you really want to, afterwards, like now, you can go in and score down the center with your scoring tool. Just to give it a little something. Now I have a line. Anyway, you push it in here. And as you're pushing, you're squishing. Pushing and squishing. Push, there you go. And then flat. Now I need my actual bone folder. Because we have to flatten first. I like to with my fingers first. Make sure everybody is going where I want them to. Let's spin. And we're done. A little score. Now this, I score hard because it's one, then it's bent underneath there. It's bent underneath here. These guys are bent. It's bent up the middle in there, as you can see. So I like to do that. And then up here, and then over here. Then I do all of the what am I thinking? All of the creasing, that's the word I was looking for. And there you go. Now you have a flat pocketbook. And while we have it flat, I have this piece of cardboard like I told you. Here's the inside. You see how it's got like a little thing in there. You pull it open a little bit. So see, it's like that. And then you take your cardboard piece, which I make about an 1/8 maybe off of each side. And it's supposed to be 4 by 3, so I take 1/8 off of the length and the width, and it fits. And when it gets in there, now your bag is a pretty square purse again, and everything is good. To put on your little handles, we're just going to use a little tape, so this way you know how to put them because they have to go on a certain way. I mean, they don't have to, just if you want them to resemble, put it on both ends, the same side. The inside, I cut a 1-inch strip, nope, I'm a liar, a 1/2-inch strip of paper. This is by 12. And you put the glue on this side, and then you take your handles and you add them to your bag. I like to go in maybe a 1/2 inch from the end. As you can see, we'll do the same with this guy. Ta-da! Do the same thing on the back. Get some tape on the glue. No. ATG. And then all the rest of it is up to you. So, yes, I should put the cut list in the description for you. These pieces here were a 1/2 inch, and I punched them, and they're the length of the bag, which is 4 inches. These are a 1/2 inch, and I did them on a 12-inch piece of paper. And I will write down all the score lines. There's that guy. And here is the last one. Of course, it's going to give me fits, right? So, there it is. Was that easy or what? You don't have to use this piece if you don't want to. You know, you don't have to have a closure on the bag. I used Velcro inside this piece. And then, as you saw on this guy, then I took some acrylic flowers. These were clear, and I put little roses in. Then I put this one here, and this is Velcro. This one I corner rounded. I didn't on this one, but you can decorate it any way you want. It doesn't have to have this piece if you don't want it to. No. And then, yeah, so well, it would be this way. Anyway, this guy would be glued in here. Simmer down. In here, let's look at our example here. You see, I just put it there. Like I said, if it was going to be brads, you could put the brad in before you fold. It might make it a little high, but you know, you can. And Velcro and clear Velcro on here. And it goes in between the handles. Velcro's shut. I Velcroed it a little crooked, but I'm just giving you the look. That's all. So that's it. That is my, I feel like I gave a book report. That's what it doesn't feel like today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope I helped and not confused you. And I hope you make your own paper purse. And if you do, please tell me so I can come see. I'd be so excited to see what you made. And thank you for watching. And please leave in the comments. Tell me, was it easy? Was I cuckoo? What? And remember, I'll leave the some brief instruction, cut list, something in the description box. And I can't wait to hear what you think. Can't wait to see if you make one. And thank you so much for being here. Stay awesome. Bye.